Usually around November, December, it can be pretty chilly, and I know if you're out, I've seen this happen quite a bit, is they're out breeding out of the back of their pickup, and they throw the gun up on the dash pickup on the heater to warm up, and that's, you can...
Be too hot.
Too hot. You know, again, you're going into that cow, you need to be body temperature as close as you can without any extreme changes in temperature.
Great.
What we must remember is water is very toxic to the sperm cell.
So it needs to be completely dry.
Completely dry. We can either use what they call a straw cutter, or a pair of scissors.
And that just opens the top.
That opens the top up. We're going to place this into this, snap that in. We're going to draw our plunger back on our gun. We place this in, and again, we're going to twist that on. Again, make sure that we're just going to bump up to that cotton plug that's in there. We're going to wrap that unit or the gun with a paper towel. And again, as we go to the chute to breed the cow, again, temperature's a concern. So I'm going to place that straw under my arm, and we're going to try to keep it warm as we go to the cow. So
all right, well, I guess we're ready to go breed a cow.
Let's grab a glove and the lube, and we'll head that direction then.
All right, sounds good.
All right.
All right, well, she's waiting on us.
Yeah, let me get a little bit of lube. It's very important that you use some type of lubrication. Again, we're going to go in directly on the cow. One of the main things we need to make sure of is that cow is cleaned off behind. And again, I like to take a clean paper towel again, and just, we're going to go in the vulva. We're going to go in rectally.
And what are you doing rectally there? What are you
I'm feeling for a structure called the cervix, and we're going to manipulate. Again, we're going to deposit the semen just past the cervix in the uterine body. We try to be as clean as we can. I'm going to put a little pressure on the base here as I go in the vulva. I'm going to go in about a 30-degree angle, because if I'm pointing downward, I might hit the urethral opening.
Okay.
And the cow will let you know if you hit that. So
it seems like you're working your way in there.
I've located the cervix. The thing to remember is I'm not pushing the gun through the cervix. I'm manipulating the cervix over the gun.
Okay.
That way I'm not pushing and prodding, and you're not going to...
Forcing your way
in.
You can tell when you're there then.
Tell when I'm there, and I'm just going to deposit the semen slowly, let it just kind of dribble over the front of the cervix into the uterine body, and
that's that. Well, that seems pretty cut and dry. Is there anything that people need to watch out for while they're doing this part of it, or tips for?
Cleanliness. Again, you are moving through into the uterine body, so again, the cervix is that structure that separates the outside from the inside. So anything that you take in on the tip of your gun is going into into the uterine body.
I've heard some guys talk about breeding really young cows, and a lot of times they'll try to clamp down on your arm as you're working in there. Or any tips on trying to manipulate that?
Again, when you go in the cow, I try to just go in with my fingers kind of closed like that, and just, again, that cow's going to try to force you out, but just let her work over your hand, and just, again, don't force your way in.
Go
just
slow.
Steady pressure will get you there.
So you just real nice and gentle and work your way through it.
Manipulation. Again, the cervix has structures as that closes down called cervical rings. Mm-hmm. And if you notice, you're going to manipulate the gun or the rod you have to maneuver through those rings.
Is it left and right or up and down?
It's all directions.
All directions.
All
Okay.
directions. So you may make a left-hand turn and back to a right hand, or so it varies, and that's why the manipulation of that cervix is over the gun, not pushing gun through.
Okay.
So
Well, hopefully in a couple 100 days we'll see a calf here.
we'll see. So
All right. Well, thanks very much for the explanation and the demonstration. And
I appreciate
hopefully
it.
that's
So-
good information for everyone.
All right, hope so.
Of course, watching Dan do this work is not the same as getting hands-on training. There are a lot of different schools around the state where one can learn the proper tools and techniques to do their own artificial insemination. And as always, we recommend you get a quality education before you go and try this on your own.